Hi there, Eve here from Vitamin Eve Nutrition Counseling. And today we're going to talk about how to fight the food blur. What's the food blur, you ask? It's when you start eating and before you know it, the plate of food is finished and you're already on seconds, but you don't even remember eating the first plate. Or, you're starting to sit down to have a snack, but before you know it, you've eaten the whole box. Or my favorite, which is, I say it sarcastically, that you sit down for Thanksgiving dinner and suddenly before you know it, it's New Year's and you're mad at yourself and you're putting all this pressure for yourself to fix what happened over the holidays because it was all a blur. So if you can relate, let me know that you can relate. Comment, subscribe, so more people find out about these videos and can finally get the help with their food that they need, especially this time of year. So before I get into the content of what I'm going to share, I want to first let you know that I'm offering a complimentary food freedom session with me during the month of December as my gift to you. And if you're interested in scheduling that, there is a link in the description below, and I invite you to fill out that form. So let's jump in. How to handle this food blur, because this food blur can really suck. It could distract you from the holidays. It can make you feel out of control with food. It can make you feel like food is the only thing, and again, here you are, it's the holidays, you're doing it again, and it can make you really feel crappy on so many different levels. Mentally, because you're mad at yourself; physically, because maybe you're eating too much and it feels uncomfortable, spiritually, because you feel disconnected from your body and your soul. It could be really disturbing. And so when you finally learn how to end this food blur, it's really awesome because you realize that, hey, there's more to the holidays than food. Food is definitely a beautiful part of the holidays, but there's actually more to the holidays than food. You could connect more deeply with your family. You could feel more connected with yourself. You could feel more comfortable in your body, and you could feel more in tune with life and in harmony and flow. And that's why I'm making this video, is because so many people are struggling with this time of year, and you really don't have to. It's really something solvable and healable. So let me share with you 5 steps that could really help you this time of year, okay? So step number 1 is to devote time. Actually make an appointment with yourself, put it in a calendar for about, half an hour to an hour that you're gonna dedicate for yourself. If you feel like you can't afford that this time of year, we know why you're feeling blurry, by the way. So give yourself that hour, set some time for yourself. Step number 2 is give yourself some space. Don't do this in your office chair when you're looking at your thousands of emails you have to respond to. Don't do this in the car when you're yelling in traffic. These are not places to do this. Do this in a place that's conducive to connecting with yourself. Okay, so if you want to end the blur, where could that be that you could connect with yourself? For me, it might be out in nature or at my kitchen table. I do a lot of, lovely stuff there, or on my meditation chair. I have 2 meditation chairs. Where is it for you that you feel you could ground yourself? So set the time, be in a space that's conducive to connecting with yourself. And step number 3 is ground. Do something that helps you connect with yourself. So perhaps it could be taking a few deep breaths. You could even do that right now while I'm talking. You could have something warm to drink that really calms the nervous system, like a soothing cup of herbal tea. You could light a candle or spray some essential oils. You could do all of these things if you don't already have something that helps you feel in your sacred space or grounded. You could use any of these things that I'm suggesting here. Any of them really are wonderful. You could use a couple even, or experiment with something new. It could even be rubbing a special necklace or, petting your pet, whatever helps you feel grounded. Step number 4 is to list out the reasons why you might be feeling blurry in the first place. What's going on that's making you feel blurry? Do you have too much to do? Do you feel like you're spending too much and that's scaring you? Do you feel upset that you're alone during the holidays? Are you annoyed that maybe you're around too many people during the holidays? What is making you feel blurry? Are you overwhelmed? Are you tired? Are you bored of all of this? What is going on? Part of why we blur out is because there's too much going on and there's too much unprocessed information. So this is your chance to process some of it. Give yourself that time, that space, that energy, that environment to process some of your stuff. And the final step is when you're done processing what's going on and making you feel blurry. And usually it's more than one thing. Usually it's a couple of things that contribute to that. Step number 5 is take some time and get into your visioning mind of how you want it to be with food. How would you like the next meal to go? If you're struggling, do this practice before meals and before snacks. It's really helpful. How do you want it to go with that meal? How do you want it to go with snacks? If you struggle less and this is less of a big deal, you could do this, every now and then, a few times a week, or maybe once a day, where you set some time aside and you tell yourself how you want it to go with food, that you want to be in tune with your body, that you want to be present with the food in front of you, that you want to engage in the conversation. What is it? What do you want your meals to look like? And I'm going to give you a bonus step because I love you, okay? So the bonus step I have for you is, no matter how it goes, congratulate yourself, because finally you're doing something to address what's happening with food. And it takes some practice sometimes. So just the fact that you're watching this video, just the fact that you took the time, gave yourself the space, and you tried to ground yourself and you set the intention, congratulate yourself. You're taking steps towards having the relationship with food you want. It takes some practice, it takes some time. So I hope this video was helpful, and if you feel like what's going on with food is just too blurry and you need help, I'm inviting you to a complimentary call with me, because you don't have to struggle. The holidays don't have to suck around food. They could also actually be really awesome. You could feel really connected to food, your body, the family, the holidays, the meetings, the rituals. You could really do that without feeling uncomfortable or hurting yourself. And I really love to help you with that. So if you feel called to have a conversation with me, there's an application below. And during that call, we're going to take some time to give you a chance to get clear of what you want your relationship with food to look like. We'll actually outline the things that are sabotaging you, keeping you stuck and holding you back, so you'll have a written list of what's going on, and from there you'll leave the call feeling more energized, motivated, and inspired to finally get this handled once and for all. So I hope this was helpful, and I want to wish you all a happy everything. Even if you don't celebrate anything, I just wish you happy days ahead with food and with life. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.